Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today we are doing part 3 of my testing makeup dupes series. So today we're doing eyes and brows. So if you are curious to see if the products in the thumbnail are truly dupes or not, then just keep watching. So I have all the products in here, so I'm going to go ahead and lay them all out so that I can see all the dupes in front of me, and then we will jump right in. First, we'll start off with a brow dupe. This is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster Slim Brow Pencil in medium brown. And then we have the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown. So side by side, they both have the pencil on the one end and the spoolie on the other. Okay, so brows are done. We have Anastasia on this side and Physicians Formula on this side, and honestly, they are very, very similar. I feel like the Physicians Formula was slightly softer and the color transferred to my brows just a little bit more easily. This one's a little bit stiffer, a little bit harder to get the color to transfer to my skin, but this one is a little bit older and this one is slightly newer. That might be a difference too. This one might be already drying out, but I think you get the same overall effect between the two brow pencils. So I would say these are definitely a dupe for each other. They both have the pencil and the spoolie, both very slim, very fine. So definite dupe for these. Okay, next up is a dupe that I've seen recommended on multiple different places, on Brandify, on YouTube, on Instagram. And it is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist, which I actually got on clearance at Rite Aid a while ago, versus the Urban Decay All Nighter. So we'll do half and half and see what we think. So I lost the video clip where I was comparing the two, but essentially the e.l.f. mist is much finer than the Urban Decay, and the e.l.f. has more of an herbally scent versus the Urban Decay, which has more of like a lemony scent. The next dupe to test is eyeshadow, and it is the Milani Most Love Mattes palette, which I don't want to blind you, but it's all gold, versus the Tartelette Amazonian Clay Matte palette. So I will show you what the insides look like. I'm not sure if I think these are going to be a dupe, but that's what people have said. So this is the Tartelette. Has a lot of purples, grays, and like peachy tans. Versus this one that has like some bold oranges. So I'm not sure. I kind of see what they were going for with this, but this one has a lot more vibrance, a lot more richness to it than this one. But we'll try to pick out some like maybe neutral purples and tans and see if we can come up with a similar look. Okay, so we have the Tarte palette over here and the Milani palette over here. The looks are very similar, but I just feel like the purple here has a bit more warmth than the purple in the Tartelette palette. Like this is a very gray, almost cool tone palette. This palette, while there are purples and neutrals, has a bit more warmth to it and a bit more richness as far as the pigmentation goes. Like this took a while to build up. This was very easy to build up. So I would say of the two, I definitely prefer the formula and blendability of the Milani one. So I would say for this one, save your money and go with the drugstore over the Tarte one. Overall, I thought this one was so much easier, but do I think that they're dupeable? The purples, yes. Do I think that the browns are going to be dupeable? I don't think so, because like I said, these are so much more cool tone than these. I don't think you're going to be able to dupe. You definitely won't be able to dupe the orange look because there aren't any in the Tartelette palette. And you also, I don't think you'd be able to dupe any of the cool tone looks from here by here. So I would say this is maybe only 33% dupable just because the purples are similar and the very cool tone or the very light shades are dupable, but the rest are pretty much completely different colors. So I'm going to say only 30% dupe here. Okay, next up we have a glitter shadow. We have the Pixie, I don't even know what these are called, the Liquid Fairy Lights in Rose Gold. And then we have the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this one is in Enchantress. They're both like a rose gold glittery shade. Here is Pixie, and here is Stila. So very similar. Okay, so we have Stila on this side and Pixie on this side. Pixie is definitely more of like a lightweight consistency. The Stila is a bit thicker, but do I think you can get the same overall effect with the two cream shadows? I would say you definitely can. This one is ever so slightly cooler tone. This one's just ever so slightly warmer, but I would say they're about a 95% dupe. Similar packaging. And apparently the Pixie one is not break proof or drop proof, so I just busted the package. But here we have Pixie and here we have Stila. Next up we have a liquid liner to test. We have the Maybelline Hyper Easy Eyeliner, which is a liquid pen, versus the Kat Von D, or I guess it's KVD Vegan Beauty Tattoo Liner. So let's try it. Okay, so I couldn't even get this Maybelline liner to work. The swatch was nice on the back of my hand, but when I'm trying to put it over my shadow, none of the ink is coming out until I really pushed, and then I got a blob here, but I couldn't finish the rest of my liner. So I wasn't even able to finish a look with this. Like, I don't know what's going on. The ink is just not coming out. No, so I don't know what the deal is with this one, but I would say definitely don't purchase this one. I was very impressed with the Kat Von D. So would I say they're dupes? No, because I couldn't get this one to work. If it had worked, perhaps, but I definitely prefer the KVD one. This one went over glitter shadow, it went over regular shadow, it kind of glides over any texture on your eyelids, so I would definitely say pick up this one over this one. For me, I'm going to say not a dupe, simply because this one I could not get to work. So there you go. And finally, we have two possible lash dupes. The first one is the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes versus the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. They both have that hook technology. I tried this one semi-recently, and I feel like I've also tried this one semi-recently. So I'm going to say that the wands are dupes on these, but I definitely prefer the formula and intensity of the L'Oreal one. So if you were curious, these are dupes, but I don't think the higher end one is worth the price point. The other one that I've heard is a dupe are the Too Faced Better Than, mascara versus the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. And it's been a while since I've tried this one, so I figured we would try this today. Obviously the pink packaging, the shape and everything is very, very similar. So let me open this up and we will try it out. Okay, so we have the Too Faced on this side and the L'Oreal on this side. I have to say they pretty much apply identically. The wand is the same wand. I would say that the L'Oreal was slightly wetter than the Too Faced one. I was able to layer up the L'Oreal a little bit better than the Too Faced one as well, but the end result is pretty much identical. What I do remember though from these is that the Too Faced one did smudge under the eyes if you don't powder super well, but I never had that problem with the L'Oreal one. So are they a dupe? I would say 1000% yes, like 98% the same. Which do I prefer? L'Oreal. There you have it. Part 3 of my testing dupes series. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you found this helpful. Maybe you discovered some more affordable versions of products you already love. Hopefully. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.